Hi. In this tutorial, I will show you how to add a custom app as an action in BitFlows. A custom action app in BitFlows is a powerful feature that allows you to create your own personalized actions based on your specific needs. To create a custom action, first, you must create a custom app in BitFlows. Once the custom app is ready, you can add your custom action to it as per your requirements. Step 1. Create a custom app. First, go to the BitFlows Custom App section and click on the Create New App button. Then a pop-up will appear where you can enter your app's name and provide a short description of its purpose. Then select a logo for your app. You can also choose a theme color for your app if needed. Next, click on the Create button. You have successfully created a custom app. Step 2. Add a custom action. Now, you will need to add a custom action to your custom app. To create a custom action, simply click on the Add Module button. We want to create a custom app based on an action. So for this module, we will select Action. After that, we need to configure the module for the action. Now write a name for the action, and provide a short description of its purpose. By enabling the Enable Authentication option, you can set a default connection for this action. To create a new connection, simply click on the Add Connection button. Next, select a connection type from the available options. Now write a name for your connection. Then you will need to provide a username and password to establish a connection with Mailjet. To get your username and password, visit the Mailjet API Key Management page. Now copy the API key, then return to the BitFlows Custom App Creation section and paste the API key into the username field. Copy the secret key and paste it into the password field. Then click the Connect button. Your default Mailjet connection has been successfully created. In the BitFlows custom action, the request URL defines the API endpoint, and the HTTP method, get, post, put, patch, delete, defines the action you wish to perform with that endpoint. For this tutorial, I want to create a new contact in Mailjet, so we will choose post for the HTTP method, and enter the Mailjet contact creation URL. Next, select JSON as your content type for its simplicity and universal support. Headers are additional pieces of information sent with your API request to provide context or instructions to the server. They help define the request's format, authentication details, and more. To insert a header, simply click the Add button, and then choose the settings icon in the right corner of the input field. From there, you can assign a label to the header and specify a default value based on your needs. Query parameters allow you to include extra data in an API request URL. To add and configure query params in BitFlows, click the Add button, then select the plus icon in the top right corner of the input field. Here you can define a label, choose the field type, and set a default value for the query parameters if required. The body feature allows you to specify the data payload for the API request. This is crucial for HTTP methods such as post, put, or patch, which require data to create or modify resources. In this tutorial, I will include name, email, and phone number fields in the request body to create a contact in Mailjet. To add a field in the body, simply click on the Add button. This will create an input field where you can enter the necessary key for your chosen field. Then click on the plus icon in the right corner of the input field. From there, you can define a label for the field, choose the field type, and set a default value if needed. Remember that any fields you include in the body when setting up the custom action will be available for dynamic mapping with a trigger during the workflow configuration. With BitFlows Custom Request Body, Raw JSON feature, you can define your own JSON structure for sending data to an API endpoint, ensuring it conforms to your required format. Congratulations! You have successfully created and added a custom action to your custom app section, and it is ready for use. Next, you will need to add a trigger in the BitFlows section, which you will use to send the data to Mailjet. Step 3. Create a new flow. Now I am navigating to the Flows page. If you have not created any flow yet, simply click on the Create Flow button. Here, enter a name for your flow, and then click on the Create button. Once you have successfully created a new flow, it will be displayed like this. Step 4. Add BitForm as a trigger. Now I will add BitForm Submit Success as the trigger from the pop-up. You need to install BitForm to integrate with Flow. The setup guide link can be found in the description below. Now I am submitting a testing response from BitForm. After submitting the response will look like this, and those data are available for in the next flow as a variable to map data. We have successfully added a BitForm trigger to our flow. Step 5. Add an action. Now, I will add Mailjet as an action in the workflow. Click the plus icon again, then search for and select Mailjet, Create Contact as the action from the pop-up. Next, I will map the fields from the BitForm response to the Mailjet fields. After completing all the setup steps, close the Action tab. Step 6. Run a final test. Now click on the Test Flow Once button to run a test. Then submit a form to trigger a response from BitForm. Once your form is successfully submitted, return to the BitFlows builder and click on the Logs button to view the details. In the Logs section, you can verify that your form submission response has been successfully captured and recorded in Mailjet. Step 7. Verify the contact in Mailjet. Finally, go to your Mailjet dashboard and click on Contacts. Then select the contact list. Here, you will see that a new contact has been successfully created in your Mailjet account. That's all for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.